I'm Ashley, I'm 21 years old, and I just had this little guy 2 weeks ago. He's now 2 weeks old, which is honestly insane. Can't believe I've already had him for 2 weeks in my life. Right? You're so sweet. So I'm going to be doing a baby update, and then after that I'm going to do a postpartum update, so about how I'm recovering and whatnot. You're just too cute. You're too distracting. How am I supposed to film this video? Huh? So I forgot to film a 1 week update, which kind of sucks, but just to give a little bit of backstory. When he was first born, he latched to breastfeed, and he fed for 45 minutes-ish, half an hour, 45 minutes, and then he was like really good, whatever. But my midwife, because he was really small, she said and recommended to give him formula from a bottle, which was a bad idea because after that he would not latch at all and we couldn't really breastfeed him. But my other midwife helped us get him to breastfeed. We used a syringe with a feeding tube on the end, and we like snuck it into his mouth. Hi. And we snuck it into his mouth while he was eating so that he could, and then we would like push in a little bit of breast milk to encourage him and like make him realize that my boobs make milk because he just wasn't, he would suck like twice and he didn't immediately get milk, so he's like, nope, I want a bottle instead. But now, started around like a week and a half old, I want to say. He started eating better with the tube, but now we don't need to use the tube, so he's definitely breastfeeding a lot better. We do still have trouble sometimes where he'll get fussy, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. Also, I'm sorry that I have my phone. I have notes written down so I don't forget anything. Since he was born, he has completely rolled over once, and like every time we'll lay him down, if he's not swaddled, he'll roll onto his side and get really mad because he's trying to roll over fully. But he's rolled over fully once, and he's definitely continuing to try to keep rolling over, but he gets really frustrated and then he just ends up falling asleep most of the time. So he loves when we go on car rides, or we have a stroller that we take him. It's okay. It's okay. We have a stroller that we take him for walks in, and he really enjoys that. And we bring our dog with us, and so far they've both been really good together, so it's really good. So compared to his first week of life, he's starting to get a little bit more fussy. I'm not sure if it's just we're noticing it more because we're so tired, but his second week compared to his first week, he's definitely more fussy, in my opinion. He's a little harder to get to sleep now, which kind of sucks because then he gets overtired and then he's even more grumpy. He also still isn't a huge fan of diaper changes. It's not as bad as the first week because every single time we change him, he like screamed bloody murder. But now it's only if he's pooped and we change him, then sorry about the car. He only gets mad if he's pooped and we're changing him because it takes longer to clean him and get the new diaper on. But once we get the new diaper on, he's pretty calm and doesn't really care anymore. So he wakes up every 2.5 to 3 hours to eat. Hello. Hi. And we're for the most part exclusively we are exclusively breastfeeding, but I am pumping, and if we're out, I'll give him pumped breast milk instead, just because I'm not comfortable to feed out public. But when he's eating off of me, it's about anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes that he'll eat for. Hi, what's going on? Oh, don't grump. Don't grumps. It's okay. You're silly. He is definitely doing really good with breastfeeding, and I'm really happy with that because my goal is to breastfeed for a year at least. But we'll see how that goes, right? You're looking at me like I'm crazy. So he's currently wearing newborn clothes, and he's slowly starting to grow into them and actually kind of fill them out. He fits them like lengthwise, but he's still really skinny, so he doesn't really fit, like, he doesn't fill them out, I guess. But 0 to 3 don't fit him, so newborn is what he's staying in, and he's also still in newborn diapers, so I'm not sure how much longer he'll be in those for, but I'll update you when he changes. Oh, another thing with his newborn clothes, last week he was still swimming in them. We could almost probably fit him into preemie sized clothes, but he is definitely growing because he isn't swimming in them anymore. So now to do an update on me. As you might know, if you read, or if you not read, if you watched my birth plan video, you'll know that I was planning on having a home birth, and that did happen, and I am going to be doing a birth story video for you guys as well, so you know more about it. If you would like to watch that video, I will have it next week or two probably, it's my hopes. But I did have a home birth, so I ended up getting or having secondary tearing. Honestly, wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. For the most part, I don't really feel any difference now. It's definitely healed. The first few days were pretty hard, and were a lot of pain, or there was a lot of pain. But I took ibuprofen like in the mornings, and then I was good for the rest of the day. But I don't feel sore at all anymore, so that's really nice. Hi. So my bleeding has slowed down a lot. I only have to change my pad like once, maybe twice a day. If that. They're not like fully saturated when I do, it's just more I feel like I need to, but not really bleeding a whole lot, which is really nice because it's not very comfortable, but that it is what it is. From breastfeeding, my boobs are a little sore. We're still trying to figure out how to get him to latch properly so it doesn't hurt. Slowly getting better day by day, so that's really nice. I am using lanolin or nipple cream or whatever you want to call it to help with that, so it's not as bad, but it's definitely not the most comfortable when he's not latched properly, and then I'll have to try and fix him or fix it, but we're getting the hang of it, right dude? Right, Everest? So I think I might be struggling with postpartum anxiety. I did have anxiety before I got pregnant, but it kind of went away during my pregnancy for the most part. So I don't know if it's just my anxiety's coming back, or if I have postpartum anxiety, or what it is, but I'm like super anxious all the time, and not just about him, just like everything in general makes me anxious. It's affecting my sleep a lot because like I'm not sleeping a whole bunch because of him waking me up and eating food and whatnot. But once I get him down or back down to sleep, oh, don't yawn, you're gonna make me yawn. Don't yawn. Once I get him back down to sleep, I have a hard time falling back asleep as well, just because my brain won't shut off, and I'm just constantly worrying about like a whole bunch of different things, and it's just not very fun. Another thing with my anxiety that I've noticed is if hi, you're okay. If we have anybody over, I'm really anxious, like one, because they're holding him, and I don't know, she's just my little baby, right? So that makes me really anxious, but also like if I change his diaper or like literally anything, I get really like anxious about it because like I'm scared they're gonna judge me or like I'm gonna do something wrong, and then so that's been a struggle. We've only had 2 people come over so far that have met him in person. Oh, it's okay. Here, take this back. I'm almost done, I promise. I'm almost done. Then I'll feed you. Okay? We'll feed you after, right? Almost done. But we've had 2 people over, and like I'm just like super anxious the entire time. But I mean, I guess that's not too out of the ordinary for me. But so I'm going to do a stomach update I want to document my journey and my weight loss journey after having him, and I will include some pictures of him as well as maybe some videos if I have any of him, just so you guys can see him, and if you want to see my stomach and what it looks like after 2 weeks postpartum, then you can. So thank you so much for watching this 2-week update on us. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. If you have any questions or video suggestions or advice, leave them down in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you in our next video. Bye guys!